Welcome, apprentice. You're about to take your first step into a profession as old as civilization itself, and just as vital. This is Module 1, the starting point of your journey through the Plumbing and Pipe Fitting Foundational Certification Program, Level 1. This program isn't just about learning skills, it's about building a mindset, the mindset of a professional. Across 11 carefully structured modules, you'll be trained to national standards, the National Occupational Standards (NOS) of Nigeria. It's a full experience, a blend of theory, e-learning, and practical lab sessions, all designed to make sure you don't just understand plumbing, you can do it. You'll start with the basics, identifying tools, handling them safely, understanding sanitation systems, and following safety procedures. But very soon, you'll move to installation, fitting, repairs, even preparing estimates. Yes, we're building a full plumber, not just a pipe fixer. So begin here, with focus, with curiosity, and with pride. You're not just learning a trade, you're building a future one pipe, one fixture, one skill at a time. Let's begin.
By the end of this module, you will be able to define what plumbing and pipe fitting is. You'll understand the meaning, scope, and real-world relevance of plumbing work. Explain the importance of plumbing in society. From sanitation to water supply, you'll see how plumbing impacts everyday life and public health. Discuss the history and evolution of plumbing. You'll learn where this craft began and how it has shaped the world we live in. Identify the technical and soft skills required for the trade. Because a good plumber needs more than tools. They need focus, communication, and discipline. Recognize various career opportunities in plumbing. We'll explore where your training can take you, from residential jobs to industrial, commercial, or even municipal systems. This is more than just an introduction. This is your entry into a respected trade. A trade that serves people, solves problems, and builds a future. Let's begin. Welcome to your very first step into the plumbing trade. In this module, we're laying the foundation, giving you the core understanding that every professional plumber must carry. Before you pick up a pipe or wrench, you need to understand exactly what plumbing is. Because plumbing isn't just about water, it's about systems, responsibility, and service. So, what is plumbing? Plumbing is the skilled trade of installing, maintaining, and repairing systems that carry water, gas, and waste in homes, buildings, and infrastructure. It covers water supply, drainage, sanitary fittings, gas lines, and even fire systems in many cases. And pipe fitting? That's the specialized part of plumbing that deals with joining, shaping, and assembling the pipes that make it all work. In simple terms, you're not just fixing leaks, you're building systems that people rely on every single day. Plumbing is protection. Plumbing is prevention. Plumbing is precision. It's the quiet work that makes clean water, safe buildings, and healthy cities possible. And now, you're stepping into that world. Let's move forward. Plumbing goes far beyond what most people imagine. It's not just about fixing leaks or unclogging drains. The scope of plumbing works is wide, deep, and essential. Here's what it includes. Water supply systems. Designing and installing systems that bring clean water from the source to the tap, safely and efficiently. Drainage and waste removal. Removing wastewater and sewage in a way that's safe, sanitary, and environmentally responsible. Sanitary fixture installation. Setting up toilets, sinks, showers, and bathtubs, with precision and safety in mind. Gas piping, in advanced roles. Some plumbers specialize in safe gas line installation, for kitchens, heaters, and more. Rainwater harvesting and water recycling systems. Today's plumber must also think sustainably, using modern methods to reduce waste and save water. Fire protection systems. In commercial buildings, plumbing sometimes includes fire sprinklers and emergency water systems. This is the true scope of your profession. You don't just install pipes, you help build safe, healthy, functional environments. And once you understand the scope, you can start choosing your path within it. Let's be clear. Plumbing isn't just important. It's essential. Every building, every city, every home relies on the work plumbers do, often without realizing it. Why does plumbing matter? It protects public health. Clean water in, dirty water out. That's what keeps people safe from diseases, contamination, and unsafe living conditions. It supports everyday life. Imagine a day without running water, flushing toilets, or working drains. Plumbing powers comfort and convenience. It preserves the environment. Efficient systems and leak prevention help conserve water and protect ecosystems. It enables safe building systems. From fire sprinklers to proper gas piping, plumbing plays a role in safety and emergency response. It creates jobs and economic value. Plumbing is a career, a business, and a lifelong skill. It builds homes, offices, industries, and livelihoods. This is why you must take pride in your training. Because when you do your job well, you improve lives, every single day. That's the power of plumbing, and that's the responsibility you're training to carry.
How
Before
did
you became a
plumbing begin
trainee,
in
before the
Nigeria?
wrench, before the fittings,
Plumbing, like many other
plumbing was
trades,
already
has
shaping
evolved over
civilizations.
time. In
Plumbing
the
has a deep
past,
global
people
history,
relied on
one that
natural
proves this
water
trade isn't
sources
just useful,
like rivers,
it's timeless.
streams, and wells for
A look
water
back through
supply.
time.
Waste
Ancient
disposal was also
civilizations.
handled using traditional
The
pit
Indus Valley,
latrines
over
or open
4,000
drainage
years ago,
systems.
had organized water
However,
supply and
as
drainage.
cities
The
grew and
Egyptians used
technology
copper piping for
advanced,
irrigation.
plumbing
Rome built
systems
aqueducts
became
and
more
public baths with
sophisticated,
complex pipe
leading
systems,
to modern
many still
water
studied
supply
today.
networks,
The
drainage
Middle Ages.
systems, and sanitation
Plumbing took a step
facilities.
back. Sanitation
Today,
declined,
plumbing
and
plays a
diseases like
critical
cholera
role
spread.
in Nigeria's
This proved
urban
what happens when
development,
plumbing is neglected.
ensuring that homes,
The modern era.
businesses, and industries
With
have
industrialization
reliable
came sewer
access to
systems,
clean water
pressurized
and
water
proper
supply,
waste
water
disposal
treatment,
systems.
and fixture innovations. Cities
Traditional
grew,
water
and
systems in
plumbing made them
Nigeria.
livable.
Before
Today's
modern
plumbing.
plumbing, people
Now,
relied
plumbing
on
isn't just
simple
local,
water
it's
collection and
global.
drainage methods,
We follow
such as
codes, use
hand-dug wells
technology,
and
and
boreholes.
aim for sustainability.
Water was fetched
And
using
that's where
buckets
you
and
come in.
ropes.
When you
Streams,
learn plumbing,
rivers,
you're stepping
and
into a tradition
rainwater
that has served
harvesting.
humanity for
People
centuries.
collected
And as
water
you
in
grow
clay
in this
pots
trade,
or
remember,
storage tanks.
you're not just learning a skill,
Open pit
you're
latrines.
becoming part of a
Waste was
legacy.
disposed of in pits dug into the ground. Open drainage channels. Wastewater flowed through shallow trenches dug along roadsides. Example: in rural areas, some people still rely on wells, boreholes, and rainwater collection for their daily water needs. Challenges with traditional systems: water sources could be contaminated, leading to disease outbreaks. Open drains cause bad odors and mosquito breeding. Fetching water was time-consuming and physically exhausting. The arrival of modern plumbing in Nigeria. As cities expanded and populations grew, the need for safe and efficient plumbing systems became more important. The introduction of modern plumbing brought piped water supply systems. Municipal water boards began supplying water to homes and businesses. Underground sewage networks, replacing open pit latrines with proper sewer systems. Flush toilets and septic tanks, reducing the spread of diseases. Borehole and water treatment technologies, providing clean drinking water in areas without government supply. Example: today, most urban homes and businesses in Nigeria are connected to a piped water supply or private boreholes, ensuring a steady flow of clean water. Plumbing challenges in Nigeria. Today, despite progress, Nigeria still faces some plumbing and water management challenges, including irregular water supply. Many households rely on water storage tanks and boreholes due to inconsistent municipal water supply. Poor drainage systems. Inadequate maintenance of city drainage leads to flooding during heavy rains. Limited access to plumbing services. Many rural areas still lack modern plumbing infrastructure. Wastewater management issues. Some communities still use open gutters for waste disposal, causing environmental pollution. As a trained plumber, you will be part of the solution, helping to install better water systems, improve sanitation, and create a cleaner Nigeria. Skilled plumbers are in high demand, especially in fast-growing cities.
Plumbing isn't a one-way path. It's a gateway to many industries. Whether you want to work with your hands, lead teams, or run your own company, plumbing offers the platform. Common work environments for plumbers. Residential construction. Installing water and drainage systems in homes, apartments, and estates, from foundation to finishing. Commercial and industrial sites. Offices, factories, malls, schools. Every large building needs skilled plumbing for water, waste, and safety systems. Government and municipal work. Urban plumbing systems, public water supply lines, treatment plants, high responsibility, high impact. Maintenance and repairs. Plumbing doesn't end at installation. Facilities need ongoing service, diagnostics, and repairs. Special installations. Think fire sprinklers, rainwater harvesting, gas systems, or medical-grade plumbing. Each one requires advanced skill and opens new doors. Self-employment and contracting. With time and experience, you can start your own plumbing business and build your brand. There's work everywhere, in buildings, industries, and communities. And as long as water flows and drains run, plumbers will always be needed. Train well, stay sharp, and choose your direction with confidence. Plumbing isn't just about strength, it's about precision, planning, and patience. To succeed, you'll need a set of core technical skills, and you'll build them one by one. Core technical skills. You must develop pipe installation and jointing. You'll learn how to cut, measure, and connect pipes using the right materials and methods, with no room for leaks. Blueprint reading. A professional plumber can read technical drawings and layout diagrams, knowing exactly where pipes go and why. Use of tools and equipment. From basic wrenches to threading machines and welding tools, knowing how to use your tools properly is non-negotiable. Measurement and marking. Every cut must be precise. You'll learn to measure and mark accurately, because 1 centimeter off can ruin an entire run. Troubleshooting and diagnostics. You must be able to identify leaks, blockages, or pressure issues, and figure out what's causing them. Knowledge of materials. You'll need to know when to use PVC, PPR, copper, galvanized steel, and how each one behaves in a system. You're not just here to hold tools, you're here to master them. Every technical skill you build becomes a foundation for your future. And trust me, a well-trained hand is always in demand. It's not just your hands that make you a great plumber. It's also your attitude, behavior, and how you carry yourself. Soft skills matter, and they'll often take you farther than your tools ever will. Key soft skills for plumbers. Communication. You need to listen to clients, explain your work clearly, and sometimes even educate people who don't understand plumbing. Problem solving. Things rarely go exactly as planned. A good plumber stays calm, thinks clearly, and finds the best solution. Attention to detail. Leaks happen when you rush. Every joint, every cut, every fitting must be checked and rechecked. Teamwork. On site, you'll work with electricians, masons, supervisors, maybe even architects. Learn to collaborate, respect others' roles. Time management. Delays cost money. A professional shows up prepared, works efficiently, and finishes on time. Work ethic and integrity. Clients don't just pay for plumbing, they pay for peace of mind. Be honest, be dependable. Let your reputation speak for you. Tools can be taught, but character, that's what you bring with you. And in this trade, your name is everything. So sharpen your skills, but polish your attitude too. That's how you grow. Every time you turn on a tap, there's an entire system behind that simple flow. And as a plumber, it's your job to understand how that water gets there. Clean, safe, and pressurized. What is a water supply system? A water supply system delivers potable water from a source, like a borehole, reservoir, or water treatment plant, to homes, businesses, and buildings. Key components: source and storage. This could be a waterboard connection, borehole, or tank system. Clean water must be sourced, filtered, and stored. Pumping mechanism. If water isn't flowing by gravity, it's moved using electric pumps, especially in high-rise buildings. Distribution network. Pipes carry water to different parts of the building, feeding taps, showers, toilets, and appliances. Pressure must be maintained throughout. Control valves and meters. Used to regulate flow, shut off water, and measure usage, essential for maintenance and billing. Backflow prevention devices. Protects clean water from contamination, especially important in mixed-use buildings. A well-designed water supply system is invisible when it works, and urgent when it fails. That's why your training matters. You're not just moving water, you're delivering trust. If water supply brings life into a building, drainage takes the waste out, and if it's not done right, you'll have contamination, odor, flooding, and health hazards. What is a drainage system? A drainage system is designed to safely carry wastewater and sewage away from kitchens, bathrooms, and utility spaces into a central collection system or septic tank. Key elements: wastewater pipes. Carry water from sinks, showers, bathtubs, washing machines. These must be sloped properly to flow by gravity. Soil pipes. These remove toilet and human waste. They require venting to prevent pressure, buildup, and gas return. Traps and seals. U-traps and S-traps keep gases and odors from backing into living spaces. Ventilation pipes. Let air in and out, balancing pressure in the system and improving flow. Inspection chambers and cleanouts. These allow for maintenance and blockage removal without digging or wall breaking. Drainage is health. Drainage is dignity. If it backs up, everything breaks down. Fast. As a plumber, you don't just build systems, you protect lives. And drainage is where that responsibility is greatest. In plumbing, everything flows through one thing: pipes. And as a professional, you must know the types, their uses, and how to select the right one for the job. Common types of pipes: PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Used for cold water supply and drainage systems. Lightweight, affordable, and easy to cut, but not suitable for hot water. PPR, polypropylene random copolymer. Ideal for both hot and cold water supply. Heat-resistant, strong, and durable. A favorite in modern systems. Copper pipes. Highly durable and corrosion-resistant. Great for high-temperature water, but expensive and needs skilled handling. Galvanized steel pipes. Strong but prone to rust over time. Still used in older buildings or where extra durability is required. HDPE, high-density polyethylene. Flexible and great for underground water supply lines. Can handle pressure and is resistant to corrosion. Your pipe choice affects the system's cost, lifespan, and safety. So you must know what you're using. And why. Because the pipe isn't just material. It's the backbone of everything you install. If pipes are the highways, then fittings and fixtures are the intersections, the endpoints, the control stations. They're small, but they're critical, and every plumber must master them. Common fittings. Elbows, 90 degree, 45 degrees. Used to change the direction of a pipe, vital in wall corners or ceiling drops. T's and crosses. Used to split or merge water flow into multiple branches, often in bathrooms and kitchens. Couplers and unions. Join two straight pipes together. Unions allow for easy disassembly during maintenance. Reducers and adapters. Used to connect pipes of different sizes or types, especially common in retrofits or complex layouts. Valves. Gate, ball, check. Control the flow, direction, or pressure of water. You'll use these to isolate lines during repair or testing. Common fixtures. Taps and faucets. Installed at usage points. Must be aligned, sealed, and pressure tested properly. Toilets, sinks, showers, basins. These are where the client interacts with your work. Form and function must come together here. Floor drains and traps. Ensure water flows out, not back in, essential for hygiene and odor control. No part is too small in plumbing. Every joint, every fitting, every fixture must be chosen wisely and installed precisely. Because in this trade, what you overlook leaks, and what you master lasts. Every profession has its tools, and in plumbing, your tools are your second hands. Knowing them, respecting them, and using them correctly is non-negotiable. Must-have plumbing tools. Pipe wrench. The plumber's signature tool, used to grip, tighten, or loosen large threaded pipes and fittings. Adjustable spanner. Wrench. A go-to for tightening nuts and bolts of various sizes. Hacksaw, used for cutting PVC, metal, or plastic pipes. Sharp blades and steady hands make the difference. Pipe cutter. For precise, clean cuts, especially on copper or PPR pipes, faster and neater than a saw. Threading machine or die set, used to create threads on the ends of metal pipes, needed for secure joints. Plunger and drain snake. Unclogging tools for toilets, sinks, and drains. Every maintenance plumber needs these on hand. Teflon tape and sealants. Used for leak-proof sealing on threaded joints. A small tool with big importance. Treat your tools with care. Keep them clean, sharp, and ready. Because a skilled hand with the wrong tool will struggle, but a trained hand with the right tool, that's unstoppable. Now that you've been introduced to the tools, materials, and systems, it's time to take the next step, the lab. Here's where theory meets practice, and your learning becomes real. What is plumbing lab work? It's a controlled training environment where you'll use actual tools and materials to practice key plumbing tasks, under supervision, and with safety protocols in place. Why is it important? Builds confidence. You move from just knowing to actually doing. Sharpens skill and accuracy. Every cut, joint, and fitting becomes better with your own hands-on repetition. Creates real-world readiness. Mistakes in the lab are lessons. Mistakes on site are expensive. The lab prepares you for the real job. Helps you learn safety practices. Plumbing involves tools, pressure, and heights. The lab trains you to be smart and safe. The classroom teaches you what to do, but the lab teaches you how to do it, and how to do it right. So treat this space with seriousness and respect, because in the lab, you don't just study plumbing. You become a plumber. This is where it begins. Your first lab task. You're going to learn how to handle a pipe wrench, one of the most important tools in any plumber's kit. Purpose of the task. To teach you how to grip, align, and apply torque safely and effectively, without damaging the pipe or injuring yourself. Steps to follow. Select the right wrench size. The wrench should match the pipe size. Too small and it slips, too large and it's hard to control. Adjust the jaw opening. Use the knurled knob to set the jaw snugly around the pipe. It should hold firm, but not crush. Position the wrench correctly. Always place the teeth facing the direction of rotation, and make sure the back of the pipe is supported if needed. Apply force. Gradually. No jerking, no swinging. Use steady pressure and controlled motion. Let the tool do the work. Practice with different pipe types. Try on PVC, galvanized, and copper pipes. Each reacts differently, and you must adjust your grip accordingly. Don't rush. Don't guess. Learn to feel the resistance, listen to the sound, and watch the alignment. Because a master plumber isn't just strong, he's precise. And it starts with the way he holds his tools. Now, you'll take the next step in your training. Cutting PVC pipes. This task is simple in appearance, but critical in execution. A clean, accurate cut is the foundation for a perfect joint. Objective: to teach you how to measure, mark, and cut PVC pipe cleanly and safely, using the right tool and the right technique. Steps to follow: measure the required pipe length. Use a steel tape, not guesses, not estimates. Double-check your dimensions from the blueprint or trainer's instruction. Mark the pipe. Clearly, use a marker or chalk to draw a straight line around the pipe at the cutting point. Accuracy here ensures smooth joints later. Secure the pipe properly. Hold it in a vise or use a pipe clamp. Never cut while the pipe is moving or wobbling. Use the right tool for the job. For clean cuts, use a PVC pipe cutter or a fine-toothed hacksaw. Keep your wrist steady and apply even pressure. Inspect the cut surface. There should be no burrs, cracks, or uneven edges. Use a deburring tool or file to smooth it out before joining. Every great installation starts with the cut. A rushed or jagged cut causes leaks, weak joints, and callbacks. So slow down, get it right. Because in plumbing, precision is what separates the apprentice from the expert. Plumbing is hands-on, and that means risk. Sharp tools, heavy equipment, pressure systems, chemicals, they all demand respect. So before anything else, we talk safety. Core safety practices. Every plumber must follow. Always wear PPE, personal protective equipment. That means safety goggles, gloves, boots, and overalls. Protect your eyes, your hands, your feet, every time. Handle sharp tools with care. Keep tools sharp, clean, and in good condition. Use them the right way. And never leave them lying around. Work in well-ventilated areas. Some adhesives and solvents give off strong fumes. Make sure the space is open and air is flowing. Turn off main supply before starting work. Water or gas under pressure can cause injury. Always isolate the line and test before cutting or disconnecting. Watch your surroundings. Slippery floors, open trenches, falling tools. Stay alert. And make sure your coworkers are safe too. Dispose of waste properly. Never pour chemicals or waste into open drains. Use proper disposal procedures. Protect the environment. No shortcut is worth an injury. You can't fix pipes if you're in a hospital bed. So respect the tools, respect the task, and above all, respect yourself. That's the real sign of a professional. Every mistake in plumbing tells a story, and most of them start the same way. Rushing, assuming, ignoring the basics. Let's talk about the common pitfalls, so you never fall into them. Mistake 1. Over-tightening fittings. More force doesn't mean more strength. Over-tightening can crack pipes and fittings, especially PVC. Use torque, not muscle. Feel the resistance. Mistake 2. Incorrect pipe slope. Too flat, and water stagnates. Too steep, and solids outrun the flow. Drainage pipes need proper slope to carry waste away cleanly. Mistake 3. Skipping leak tests. Assuming it's tight, bad idea. Always pressure test or water test your work before closing walls or floors. One missed leak can destroy an entire job. Mistake 4. Using wrong materials. Using the wrong pipe for hot water, the wrong sealant, the wrong fixture. Always follow specs, not shortcuts. Mistake 5. Poor measurement and cutting. Inaccurate cuts. Poor joints. Future leaks. Measure twice. Cut once. Always. Mistakes are part of learning, but some can be avoided with care, attention, and respect for the craft. Your work speaks long after you've left the site. So build it right, from the first fitting to the final test. You've just completed your first step, the foundation of your journey into plumbing and pipe fitting. And trust me, this foundation matters. Here's what you now understand: what plumbing really is, and why it's vital. It's about water, safety, and systems that make life possible. The full scope of plumbing work, from clean water delivery to waste removal, from small homes to big cities, plumbers do it all. Your tools, your materials, and your safety. You've been introduced to the equipment, the fittings, and the precautions every true plumber must respect. The skills, both technical and personal, that make a great plumber. Because it takes character as much as competence to be trusted in this trade. The power of hands-on practice. You've touched the tools, you've started in the lab, and from here on out, your hands will tell your story. This is only the beginning, but it's the right beginning. Hold on to what you've learned, and carry it forward with seriousness and pride. Because the pipes may run under the floor, but the strength of your work, it will always speak above it.
Well done, apprentice. You've just completed Module 1, Introduction to Plumbing and Pipe Fitting. But let me be clear, this is just the beginning. Knowledge without practice is like a pipe without flow, useless. That's why I've prepared something more for you. Attached to this module is your training manual, your companion for deeper learning. Inside, you'll find detailed notes, diagrams, and most importantly, lab tasks and practical exercises. You must go to the training lab and perform every task as outlined. Cut, fit, join, test. This is where theory meets your hands. And it's in those hands that mastery is built. Once you're done, there's a quiz waiting. Not to catch you off guard, but to sharpen your understanding. Every mistake is a message. Every correct answer, a step forward. This journey requires more than attendance. It requires effort, discipline, and consistency. So, study your manual, do your lab work, test yourself. Then and only then, move on to the next module. I'll see you there, ready for the next level.